person, I still believe Sheikh Hasina and Kamal and other people, those are being tried under the same law, same act of International Criminal Tribunal. To me, it is not legal. Yeah, there was no war. It was not a war against nations.
Right. It was
Neither
it,
neither Sheikh Hasina declared war against any party. She
right.
could be she could be more tough. So international player ensured two things: success of revolutions, at the same time save of Sheikh Hasina's life. Because Padma Breeze was challenged to the United States as well as the World Bank. But she could do it because of the direct help from. So this model America wanted to destroy. There, you specifically gave a space for Bangladesh. You said that in Bangladesh development and socio-economic development, India, China, and America can work together. You will not find any leading Jamaat lawyer in that trial. But they made a picture in such a way the Jamaat is forcing for this punishment. Why? The Awami League voter will definitely go in favor of Jamaat, not in favor of BNP. Because fear is that if BNP come into power next time, to show to under the pressure of others, under the pressure of Pakistani people, under the pressure of our Islamic minded people or Islamic spirit, BNP cannot show any leniency towards Sheikh Hasina when he's firing on a high-rise building or the hilltop. Helicopter doesn't use to fire ground target. It is never done. It is never done. It is militarily never accepted. And helicopter is a very, very vulnerable target. From the ground, if it come to the firing distance from the top, if you can fire bottom, from the bottom also you can fire the top.
Hi, I'm Pratim Bose, and you are watching Podcast with Pratim. We will discuss a Bangladesh scenario following the death penalty to former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. I have with me Major Akhtaruzzaman, a freedom fighter, two-term former MP on behalf of BNP from Kishoreganj. He is no more associated with BNP. Just another line of introduction for him is one of the few independent voices that I hear from Bangladesh. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me in your such program. And just one simple corrections. I am not in the BNP. I am not in the associated in BNP. Is ethically not true because I belong to BNP. I believe in BNP, but I am expelled from BNP.
Okay, thank you. Sir, Hasina and her home minister are handed down death penalties by in flat 5 months. It was known that everyone expected that uh, because this is done by a court which was set up to bring liberation war criminals to justice. On this court, Jamaat leaders were tried by Hasina. Now the Council of Jamaat, who is reportedly a former member of Jamaat student wing Chhatra Shibir, played key role behind the trial of Hasina. We are not aware about the political identity of the state-sponsored advocate to Hasina. Overall, it was told that only one party had the dominance over there. Now, I mean, that's not anything in court, should not be a thing in court, but given the sensitivity of the thing and given that Bangladesh is a divided society, we all know on the issue of liberation, so it has some value. There are many other issues with the trial, which I'm just touching upon, but I'm not getting into the detail. The lightning fast verdict and verdict in absentia. Normally, the international trials are not in absentia. So these are also pointed out by Amnesty International. There are many other issues concerning legality of the court, which I am not getting into. I expect you first to give me a very quick reaction. As a freedom fighter, what is your immediate feeling of Awami League, the basically the banner under which the whole liberation struggle took place, is tried in the same international crimes tribunal? Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Through you, I want to give my regard and respect to your audience, especially in the India. Let me tell you one thing very free and frankly. You are trying to connect this ICT court with the anti-liberation court. But try to understand, at that time, international tribunal or international crime tribunal was framed because those has opposed our war of liberation were not Bangladeshi. They had the dual citizenship. They are international figure. That's why at that time it was mandatory to make it international criminal tribunal to try those people are not Bangladeshi but supported Pakistan from Bangladesh. It was not aimed to try Pakistani politicians, not
Right.
to try Bhutto, not to try Zulfikar Ali, Bhutto, not to try Yahya Khan, Tikka Khan, like that. It was aimed to try only those people were not Bangladeshi. They were from the erstwhile Pakistan, but they opposed the war of liberation. And whatever crime they have made, they have done by the individual capacity.
Right.
It was not declared policy of Pakistan army to kill, but they have done by their own initiative. So for that, the court was uh, made, and they have tried. But later on, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, being a very magnificent person, the very high, what is called the figure, as want to bring everybody under one umbrella to unite Bangladesh, he has pardoned more or less everybody, except few. He has just pardoned everybody. So there was no many ICT proceedings was held during Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Later on, after 21 years later, when the Sheikh Hasina came to power, I don't know why, what for, what reason, he wanted to try few Jamaat leaders in the name of they were fighting against Bangladeshis or they have done something which in her version that was uh, what is called this against human rights and atrocity. But but she did it. And she made, now today it is proven that she made his own grave. It was not required. It was unnecessary. That has divided the country and has given her, and now she's going to face this. In person, I still believe Sheikh Hasina and Kamal and other people, those are being tried under the same law, same act of International Criminal Tribunal. To me, it is not legal.
Okay.
In future, it will prove that they are not legal because none of them have got international entity. None of them are citizen other than Bangladesh. So international doesn't happen here. So international crimes, it cannot be defined as international crime. It is a domestic crime. They must have done some, they must have violated human rights, they must have violated or they have acted for the human rights or the
Yes, I
other
agree
such.
with you. I agree. It was not that they waged a war against the nation.
Yeah, there was no war. It was not a war against nations.
Right. It was it,
Neither Sheikh Hasina declared war against any party.
right.
She could be more tough. Shin Jinping was more tough to kill even 10,000 people in China, students. to restore their rules. In that way, even Indira Gandhi could have been hanged tomorrow for trial of Naxalbari's people. For Naxal movement, you understand how many
3,000 died.
people were killed, and that was in a democratic country like India.
And that's
But
in West Bengal. You are referring only to West Bengal and one
was
movement. And there
one
were many
was
other things.
yeah, and some part of Bihar or some from today we are calling Jharkhand, even in the northern India and the Nepalese
I'm
side,
sure you are
still
aware that in 1967, Indira Gandhi ordered an airstrike on Mizoram.
exactly. See, even in the few days back, few months back, when this government, Modi has ordered for any sort of actions in Nagaland. When the Naga was there was a mutiny, was Naga people were coming out. That was also. So can you try? Will you demand in India to try your Modi Prime
You
Minister?
actually raised a very interesting question. Is that see you all everyone is aware what happened the emergency and etc. So in our country only once democracy was disrupted. So
Mhm.
and that was by Indira Gandhi. And there are lots of allegations, partly right against her son and etc. etc. All these cartels.
Mhm.
So these are known stories. I'm not getting into that. And she lost the 1977 election. I still remember I was a kid and there was whispering campaign. So, and 2.5 years later, she came back because the government that came in power with all the revolutionary ideas and they really damaged the economy. They damaged, there are many misdeeds, poor governance. So
Even
people
men
brought.
like even men like Chandrasekhar, the other Joy Prakash Narayan, they could not continue. You
Yes,
know,
yes. There are many things. Like, for example, George Fernandez was a minister, and they just went issued a tirade against the MNCs. So MNCs were asked to pack up their bags, kind of situations. So a lot of wrong things have happened, and people brought back Indira Gandhi. And so that was when the entire thing had happened in Bangladesh. I was drawing similarity between these two things, but then Bangladesh went in a different mode altogether, which is retributive politics. So from there, what this verdict, which you yourself have said, it is questionable, right?
you are very
So
correct.
So, so where, I mean, do you think that this will push Bangladesh towards longer term, this coupled with other retributive politics like banning Awami League and etc., all everything that is done and equating them with terror outfits, which is a bit too much, probably. So, do you think that this may push Bangladesh towards longer term instability?
It's a very good question and very appropriate question. But unfortunately, I am not thinking in that line.
Right.
Because as I've told you, the action or the punishment given by the court, I am grateful to the court because court has given the verdict on the inspiration of the people to fulfill the expectation of people. You may not like it, but today people blame. There are just so many corruptions, so many that is called goon, coon, and this thing has happened in Bangladesh. For this, everybody make Sheikh Hasina responsible for that, and she never cleared her position. So everybody think that she should be given a capital.
There were serious governance issues, no doubt
Yeah,
about it.
and that's why even if she would have been killed on the 5th August, that would have been more justified and that would be the more better destiny of Sheikh Hasina. But international player, those who played or staged this revolution in the name of US aid funded revolution of 29 million through NGOs, you know that, which has been disclosed by Donald Trump, that Biden administration has financed for change regime. And change regime in that Sheikh Hasina was ousted, but they have ensured that she is not dead. So they have
Yes.
ensured that's why helicopter can come, and Air Force helicopter, not a private helicopters, could come, and Indian government could allow without any visa and allow any military helicopter to travel cross your border without any challenge.
I'm just interjecting. She came to India as Prime Minister
Exactly. So that means,
and with her own bodyguards and everything.
yeah. So
So,
what I
so
said, so
it was
inter,
not a case of someone just sneaked into our country. No, not at all.
so international player ensured two things: success of revolutions, at the same time save of Sheikh Hasina's life. This was too done by simultaneously, which our mass people doesn't understand that. When Shiruddin was fighting against Clive, we have we know from the writings of the Karl Marx, he said that our farmers are busy with their agricultures and telling that this time Nawab will be taken care. This is the Ingres has come. But our people didn't realize the fall of Sheikhullah will be fall of India, whole India tomorrow. So today, the same sort of drama has been placed in Bangladesh in the name of so-called anti-Indians or to stop Indian hegemony here. It has been done. Here, the China is one of the major player, and China found that India, America has been united in the Indo-Pacific treaty, where they are forcing Bangladesh to join them. So Sheikh Hasina was under a very tricky position, where to go with the India or United States or to go with China. For the economical activities, it was not possible her to go towards America because she has already gone much ahead with the economical ties with the China after completing the Padma Bridge. Because Padma Bridge was challenged to the United States as well as the World Bank. But she could do it because of the direct help from China, and also India has helped by materials, by technical know-how, by providing peoples. So this was a multi-program India, China work together in Bangladesh. So this model America wanted to destroy. And in USA wanted to make a model, everything will be done by Bangladesh, India, and USA. Even if you see about weeks back, the Paul Cowell has made an Paul Kapoor has made an agreement with China, with India, about the 10 years defense infrastructure treaty.
Right.
Just in Malaysia, you have signed that.
Right.
Where Modi didn't go to Malaysia, but your foreign minister and then Paul Kapoor has done that. The regional minister here. There, you specifically gave a space for Bangladesh. You said that in Bangladesh development and socio-economic development, India, China, and America can work together. Why it is said,
I'm just just putting things into perspective from whatever you have said, is that we are witnessing, it is well known that the US and the West is taking interest in this, direct interest into this region, which had long been the backyards of India and Bangladesh, sorry, India and China. So we have a third factor here, and a lot of geopolitical contest is going on, and
exactly,
Bangladesh is one of the theaters of this contest. So I believe that summarizes the whole situation.
exactly. So this is a new dimension. So this part is the trial. So what has achieved by the trial? You have made a very reasonable argument that Jamaat is behind that. But the Tajul, the chief prosecutor, is not from Jamaat. He is defected from the Jamaat. Under the sponsorship of Awami League, Sheikh Hasina government, a political party was raised named AB Party.
Okay.
to break Jamaat.
I know.
It was done by, unfortunately, Awami League government, then NSI, DGFI. But
Okay.
to keep them under your thumb, they didn't give the registrations. They kept hanging registration because you wanted them, they should join the election of 2024. But AB party refused to join in that election. So they were refused to give registrations. So Tajul belongs to that party. The other lawyers mainly belongs to that party and more are from BNP. You will not find any leading Jamaat lawyer in that trial. But they made a picture in such a way that Jamaat is forcing for this punishment. Why? You must try to find out the answer for that. You know what we believe today, what people has a perception that Modi in Western sector they have found a very strong anti-Hindu state that is Pakistan. Now, Eastern people of India was never hostile to India. Whether it is by Alexander, whether it is by the Ashok or Chandragupta, whether it was by the then Mughals or thereafter, the Bangladeshi was never hostile to Indian rulers in the name of Hindus, in the name of Buddhas, in the name of later on by the Muslims. So now if we want to make West Bengal, Tripura and other place to grab by the BJP, if the only trump card, only card is available to you is the religions. Because culturally you cannot divide us. A Bengali cannot be cultural divide. Whether I'm a Hindu or Muslims, I love Rabindranath. Whether I'm Hindu or Muslim, I like the Hemanta Mukherjee. You cannot deny that.
Right.
So when the voice of Hemanta will come, everybody will hear that. Will not say, hey, the Hindu's gone. Don't listen to that. Will not say. So this, but what you can divide? Being a religions in it. Previously, Didan Bengal was captured by in the name of Muslims, not in the name of by Hindu Raja Maharaja. So the Bangladesh, if you can make very anti-Indian, then you have to bring religions here. Modi doesn't want to capture Bangladesh. I believe it. I firmly believe it.
We have enough problems, sir. We don't want another
Yeah,
17,
so,
18
so
crore
I
people.
know you cannot afford to take my 20 crore people in India. You cannot accommodate them. If you allow you us to go, we'll take few jobs from Delhi, Bombay, Agra, and every places. If you just open these
So I mean,
hardware
these are out of question. The
in the
annexations
hardware.
that have taken
So
place
what
between
happened?
1965 and
So yeah,
1972. I'm
so
talking
what
from.
happened, sir? So what I'm trying to say, what happened? A religious card is being played. So Modi wanted to expand his Hinduism not towards Bangladesh, but within the border of India. So that they want there should be another anti-Hinduism in Bangladesh, so that surrounding of Bangladesh will be cautious, will be aware, will not be feel comfortable if any anti-Hindu people come to the power in Bangladesh. So this is one sort of fear BJP or Modi wanted to spread among us, and he's helping us. He is giving all sort of resistance to become a Muslim fundamentalist, to Muslim, what is
So
called.
so you are saying that the rise of Islamists is is a backhanded play by by India.
Okay, I can explain it furthermore.
No, I'm just
No,
asking.
you understand. Sheikh Hasina has been given a trial, has been given verdict of death punishments. Now, if Yunus remain in power, there's no scope of pardoning this. If BNP goes to power, can BNP afford to do it? If even you wanted to pardon them, the Jamaat and other Islamic party will go against BNP,
Right.
including AB party and even NCP.
Right.
But if Jamaat goes in power and he said, Lakum dinukum waliyadin, we are Muslims. We want to stay with everybody, whether it's Hindus or Muslims. Okay, Sheikh Hasina did something wrong. Okay, Allah is Rahman Rahim. We can excuse him, we can pardon him. So who is the best choice? Now in coming election, this is going to play a big card. The Awami League voter will definitely go in favor of Jamaat, not in favor of BNP. Because fear is that if BNP come into power next time, under the pressure of others, under the pressure of Pakistani people, under the pressure of our Islamic minded people or Islamic spirit, BNP cannot show any leniency towards Sheikh Hasina. So their next
I
choice
agree
of
with your
government,
point that BNP
next choice of government is Jamaat. And that's why this drama has been placed. You see the prosecutions. It's a too stupid prosecution. Even she cannot given a 1 year jail. If you see the prosecution, no, he made a statement. United Nations made this statement, so and so made this statement. You have abused someone. Is it punishable to death? Is that information collection, collecting information by drone isn't crime? Can
No, the
helicopter
way
can
it had
helicopter
happened, even when you were trying a prime minister of a country,
Hmm.
then the way and for something which was essentially a law and order situation, which really had gone to very tragic ends,
No,
and
don't go like that. I'm telling you, helicopter is
and
firing.
the way
No,
you are trying.
helicopter when used to fire, when he's firing on a high-rise building or the hilltop. Helicopter doesn't use to fire ground target. It is never done. It is never done. It is militarily never accepted. Because one bullet goes straight to one person, it cannot touch. But normally when you're fighting with the high-rise building, somebody firing from 10 story or 50 story, there you go helicopter and state to state fight. Or someone is healed on
Also, it
upper
is a
edge.
question that whether such firing is possible from military gunships, which are very stable and big.
Gunship is different. But here he said the RAP helicopter has fired. For that,
So
she has
I
been
took loads of helicopter rides
hmm. So,
because I was an oil journalist, so I used to go into the offshores.
hmm,
And the helicopter ride is the most uncomfortable ride.
exactly, true.
So I
And
was
very good
just
target.
wondering from the beginning that how could someone aim someone?
And helicopter is a very vulnerable target. From the ground, if it come to the firing distance from the top, if you can fire bottom, from the bottom also you can fire the top. And the
Yes.
helicopter can blow just within no time.
And
So I
also
say,
in a as congested city as Dhaka, a helicopter coming down, I mean, forget about anyone firing. It will the rotor will touch something and it will go down.
okay. So these are the bad prosecution, what I'm saying. And today the American representative has said that it will be never possible. He used that word. It will be never possible, Sheikh Hasina, to be handed over by Indians. It will be never done. And by giving the death punishment, it has given India more scope not to send her to Bangladesh. It is told by who? American embassy. So you can understand. So this mockery has been taken place. But as I said, I'm grateful to the judges because judges has response to the inspiration of the people, the great demand of the people. To that extent, I agree. Even she could have been killed on that day on 5th of August because people were that much aggrieved or that much was, anger on her. So to support this anger, to support the grievances, the judges made a best decisions, and they made also kept a scope. First charge. Normally, first charge is the most important charge. In the first charge, they have given him her life imprisonment. And the second and third charge, he has been given death punishment. Now, question comes: you have ordered him for her life imprisonments. Then why she should not get the life imprisonment first? She should first, she should first give her life imprisonment until she died. You cannot hang her. The second charge, third charge. So first charge has to take a respective effect before the second charge, before the third charge.
I mean, let
This
us just
this
cut
was
short
a
this
this is
argument.
a technical point has come. You have to think about that. And what I feel, you said the future.
No, I'm coming to that. Uh, I mean, my first point is that you just cannot try your country's prime minister in 5 months flat and in abs. I mean, this is, you have to be a little more reasonable than that. Do whatever, you should. There should be
No,
justice.
but same thing we could do it in a better way by forming a revolutionary court. Even she
Even,
was
even that wouldn't have been.
even she was the defense minister, and she was our supreme commander. We could try her by a military court. It was possible. She also
Well,
falls
it
under.
wouldn't have been accepted globally. No one would have accepted your country's prime minister as being tried by your army court.
No, no. Now there are examples in all over the world. The such rulers